Hello guys, welcome back. So now here in this session, I'm going to cover a topic called terms of payment, or it is also called payment terms. So here in this session, I'll explain what is this terms of payment or payment terms and how does it configure into SAP. So here, look at here guys. Now, terms of payments are the conditions agreed between the business partner for the payment of invoices. This business partner, I mean to say it could be vendor or customers. Both are business partner guys. Let's suppose right now we are in account payable. Generally, if you talk about the terms of payment guys, it can be part of we cannot keep it as a part of payable only. It could be the part of receivable also, because terms of payment, whichever is going to be set up guys, that is going to set up for customer and vendor both. So either you can keep it separately, or else some people keep it as a part of payable, some people keep it as a part of receivables, but it's not like that. Under course content, somewhere we have to keep this topic. So as per their convenience, people are going to keep it somewhere and they are going to teach it. But don't be confused. Okay. So generally, let's suppose here during configurations, once I told you that follow my sequence, whatever sequence I'm covering here. So let's suppose if you are as a consultant, if you are like whatever configurations you have to do guys, that is going to be segregated in GL, then account payable, receivable and asset management. Now here, if you talk about account payable, receivable and asset management, before that you must have to set up GL account. GL account setting must be there. So first of all, which setting is going to be done guys? GL account. But before GL account also, what is there guys? Enterprise structure must be there and basic setting must be there. So in which sequence you have to do the configurations, I'll explain here again. So whenever you're going to do the practice, because let's suppose you have created one company code, right? Later on, once you finish all the topics, again you have to, for the practice means like it's not like that only one company code you have created, you have practiced each and everything, so you become perfect. In order to remember all those things, you have to create multiple company codes. So how, in which sequence the practice is going to happen? First of all, enterprise structure, and then basic setting, basic settings. So in this sequence, first, second and third GL setting must be there. After that, you must have to do GL settings. These three settings must be there. Then what will happen? Then this fourth and fifth, you have choice. Fourth and fifth. Okay, sorry. Actually, I have to keep like this, fourth and then fifth. So you have a choice. Okay, whether you're going to keep AP, AR or AR. It depends upon you. Fourth number AP and then fifth number AR, or else fourth number AR and then AP. And then you have to go for sixth, means you have to go for asset management or asset accounting, or so-called asset accounting. So this is the sequence, guys. This is the best sequence to practice. Now here, so what is happening? Let's suppose terms of payment I told. Terms of payment means it is going to be used for vendor also, and it is going to be used for customer also, right? So now here, terms of payment means sometimes what happens if somebody, let's suppose these three will be there in this sequence. After that, if somebody is going to cover account receivable first and account payable later, then in AR itself they are going to cover terms of payment. Okay, so don't be confused that okay, somebody has kept this terms of payment as a part of account receivable, now I'm keeping as a part of payable. It could be the part of anything. Okay, course content means topic is going to be part of a particular, we are going to keep it somewhere under certain, what to say this one, whether it is the part of AP, AR, GL, etc., right? So but as the terms of payment is a common, you can say it is the part of AP, AR. Now here we'll be back on our topic called terms of payment. So terms of payment is what, guys? Look at here. Payment terms are the conditions which is agreed between business partner for the payment of invoices. Whichever invoices are paid, let's suppose, okay, we are in account payable. So take example of vendor itself. Now, multiple invoices we have posted. Multiple invoices we have posted, and different vendors are there. Okay, these are the vendors. Okay, here these are the vendors. So this is vendor, and against this vendors multiple, like let's suppose this invoice I have posted against this vendor, this invoice I have posted against this vendor. Now, if you talk about the terms of payment, guys, so there will be some negotiations, because who is going to make these negotiations, guys? Purchase department. Tata Motor will be having purchase department. So what is the work of purchase department? The purchase department is going to find out, always they will search new vendors in from the market, because the thing is, like, we cannot be dependent on particular vendors, very few vendors or one vendors or two vendors, right? Always there should be some competitors. This is how we are going to get the best deal, right? So now new vendors they are going to, and they will negotiate. Multiple negotiations will be there in terms of price, in terms of delivery, in terms of payments, everything, right? Now, as I told you, all the purchases, whatever the purchases are happening in like business to business procurement, in the sense from Tata Motor, Tata Motor is going to procure from, let's suppose, a particular vendor. So both are an organizations. So organizations to organizations, if any procurement is happening or if any sales are also happening, those are happening on what? On credit basis, right? Credit basis means we have purchased the goods, right? We have purchased the goods today. Let's suppose delivery of goods happened today, but the payment is going to happen after 30 days, after 45 days, after 60 days. So this is what the payment terms, guys. Okay, so purchase department is going to negotiate with the vendor that this is what the conditions. If you are going to deliver so and so item to us, we will make payment after 60 days from the delivery of goods. So vendor is also having a sales department. They will also negotiate. No, it is not possible. We are not allowing in 60 days and all. So we are expecting in, let's suppose, I think some noise started, guys. So now, anyway, so now here the let's suppose vendor is also having a sales department which is going to negotiate, and they will say that no, 30 days. They are saying 60 days. Let's suppose later on they have agreed on 45 days. So this is the terms of payment, that once the goods are going to be received after 45 days, the payment is going to happen, right? These are the conditions. Likewise, here also 45 days, here also, sorry, actually. Now, so likewise, so I think we came down. Okay. So now, here 45 days, here we are having, let's suppose, for this vendor, contract is of 30 days, right? This vendor 60 days, again 60 days. So likewise, different vendors, because it's not like that a single raw material is going to be purchased, guys. Multiple different nature of materials are going to be purchased, right? So now here different payment terms are going to be negotiated, right? Different payment terms are going to be negotiated with the vendor. Now, so let's suppose such kind of 100 different kind of payment. So how come it's possible to remember? Is it possible to remember? Because let's suppose this 4,000 worth of invoice we have posted on 01/08/2020, right? So this is going to be due on which date, guys? Let's suppose it is going to be due on 14th of 09. Because if talk about why 14th, guys, 45 days. So here 31 days. The August month is having 31 days. So it is going to be due on 14th/09. So this is, let's suppose, if this is called posting date, If the invoice is going to be posted on this date, it is going to be due on, like, let's suppose it is going to be due on 14th. So this is called due date, right? Sorry guys, some in between, like, might be some noises appearing, might be some uh, something happening in the next door. So kindly ignore this noise. Anyway, so now here what I'm talking, like this terms of payment means, let's suppose so as per this, the days we have agreed. So if the invoices are going to be due, invoices are going to be posted on this date, this is going to be due on 14th. Likewise here in this case also same thing. Here for this, let's suppose for vendor C, it is going to be due on 38th August itself, right? So this is how here for this one, what is happening, due on, let's suppose, so if the same date, it is going to be due on which date guys? So it is going to be due on, let's suppose, 29th of 09/2020. On this date it is going to be due. This is how. So look at here guys, is it possible to calculate the due date manually? Thousands of vendors are there, thousands of invoices are going to be posted on daily basis, right? Thousands of invoices are going to be posted on daily basis, isn't it? So how come it possible to remember that, okay, with this vendor our negotiation is a 45 days, with this vendor 30 days, with this vendor 60 days, likewise we will be having 90 days, 50 days, 55 days, 25 days, 15 days. Even in that, like, multiple other conditions also will come, like, let's suppose certain discounts also, sometime vendor offer like discounts. If you are going to make payment in these many days, I'll offer 5% discount or 10% discount. This is also going to be considered. So is it possible to remember those discounts? No, it is not possible because thousands of vendors are there. So what is happening guys, and if you talk about the due date calculations, like let's suppose if we are going to post the invoices, so is it possible, like, are we going to calculate the due date manually? If the manual due date calculation is started, it's like 100 of resources required to calculate the due dates only, because thousands of invoices are going to be posted on daily basis. If it is a large organizations, thousands of invoices or might be more invoices are going to be posted on daily basis. So due date calculations, if manually somebody is going to calculate the due date and then invoices are going to be posted, in that case what will happen guys, there might be a chances of mistake also, because let's suppose here the invoice is supposed to be due on 38th of August. Instead of 08, if somebody is going to put 09, then what will happen? Vendor is, instead of receiving the payment in 1 month, vendor is going to receive in 2 months. Of course, vendor will not be happy at all with such kind of payment, right? So now what is happening? Generally, so no need to calculate the due date manually. Why? Because in SAP we are having a configurations called terms of payment configurations or payment terms configurations. If you configure this payment terms, that is going to be assigned directly to the vendor master. Okay, it is going to be assigned directly to the vendor master. So what will happen guys? What is the benefit? If terms of payment is going to be assigned to the, if terms of payment is going to be created, let's suppose terms of payment here is going to be created. What is that? Let's suppose here TM45. So TM45 is going to be assigned. TM30, again TM30 is going to be assigned. TM60. So this, likewise multiple terms of payment is going to be created. Several terms of payment is going to be created, and at the time of creation of vendor master, in vendor master itself we are going to give this terms of payment. So whenever invoices are going to be posted, automatically system is going to trigger this terms of payment which we have assigned in the vendor master, and the due date is going to be calculated by system automatically. Okay, look at here. So how the work become easy? Because due date calculation is happening automatically. Why? Because based on the terms of payment which we have defined here. Even in that, like, discounts also will be there later. Okay, I'll try to create multiple things are there in terms of payment guys. Later on, once I get the time, I'll try to record a separate tutorial. There are lots of things in terms of payment, but right now at least, like, you guys should have a better understanding about this terms of payment. How it is going to configure, how it is going to work, right? If you know this functionalities and all, then only you guys will be able to understand this concept. So here This terms of payment is going to be set up. This is going to be assigned in the vendor master, and from master data, system is going to determine the terms of payment automatically. Okay, this is what the concept. Now here I'll come back on PPT once again. So look at here, terms of payments are the conditions which is agreed between business partner. Business partner, I told it could be vendor and it could be customers as well, right? The same thing whatever we are discussing in terms of vendor guys, the same thing will happen in terms of customers also, because we are going to purchase or procure the things on credit basis. What about the customers? They are also expecting the same thing from us, right? So even the terms of payment, it means like customers also, let's suppose I have sold something today, so we are expecting the payment in 30 days or 45 days. So while posting the customer invoices, the terms of payment is required. This is how we will come to know that this invoice become overdue, but still we have not received payment from vendor, from customer. So whatever overdue invoices are there, that is going to be sorted out by sales department, and then they are going to escalate the matter to the customers that already invoice become overdue by a margin of 15 days or 20 days, the payment is still missing, so let us know what is the status and all, right? So terms of payment is equally important, like it is going to be set up for vendor and customers as well. Now the conditions define the due date and the cash discounts offered for the payment of the invoices within a certain period. Of course, as I told you, due date. Due date is going to be calculated by terms of payment itself automatically, even if vendor is offering a kind of discounts. Like vendor says that, okay, terms of payment is in 30 days, agreed. But if you make payment in 15 days itself, we are going to give you a 5% discount. Right? So is it possible? Let's suppose if somehow if we are able to release the payment in 15 days itself, right? And so that 5% discount also supposed to be calculated, and it is supposed to be posted in our books of account, right? So this discount also, no need to remember or recall the discounts manually, guys. The discounts also can be given at terms of payment level itself. So if the early payment is going to happen, in that case, if we are eligible for the discount, automatically system is going to calculate the discounts, and it is going to be posted to the separate account that is called discount account, that I'll show you practically so that you guys will be having clear understanding, right? Terms of payment enable the system to calculate a cash discount and invoice. The same thing whatever I have explained here, right? The terms of payment enable the system to calculate a cash discount and the invoice due date. This is what the major use. And terms of payment generally is a client level setting, guys. Why? Because it is not going to be assigned with any company code. Terms of payment is not going to be assigned with any company code. It means when we are going to set up the terms of payment, it can be used by all company code. Okay, so now I'll do one thing, guys. So in next session, I'm going to explain how to set up terms of payment. Okay, the configuration part is quite easy. Very simple configuration steps are there. And how does it works? That once I set up the terms of payment, I'll show you practically that how system is going to trigger the terms of payment, right? And if we are, let's suppose here, once again the noise started, guys. Okay, anyway, so let's suppose if you have assigned a terms of payment in vendor master, and at the time of invoice posting, let's suppose if you have to change the terms of payment, then which terms of payment is going to be considered by system? These all things I'm going to explain in next session. So that's all in this session, guys. In next session, I'll show you how to do the configurations and all.